it's a real spectrum of things that you're doing.
It's the maddest thing, but it's also the nicest thing. You know, I go from these crime files, investigation shows, which are the worst murders and the most horrific things that have ever happened in life, you know, and then and the most evil to you know, Let It Shine, which is nice kind of shiny floor Saturday night.
Entertainment at night.
Let's start because I'm gripped by the idea of the murder files, which you've touched on. It's a series you've done for Quest. Some of the most high-profile cases, of course, that people will know of. We have a fascination with this sort of crime, don't we?
Absolute fascination. Yeah, I mean, I'm the same as everybody else. You know, see, I believe that all of us inside of a little box called evil, but we all decide to keep it locked up all the time. Thank God.
Yeah.
Unless you're an actor and you get to open it up and play with the toys in there every now and again.
That's interesting, yeah.
But we all decide to keep it locked up. But there's some people out there that don't, that open it up and they play with those toys. And so that's, I think, the fascination. It's because it's in kind of in all
there.
of us.
And you, I mean, it's really interesting for you because this is something you've always been interested in. And you said if you hadn't gone into music, you'd have quite liked to have gone into that sort of detective world.
Oh, yeah. When I was a kid, that's all I wanted to be. It was a detective. I wanted to find out about that. You know, I was fascinated with it then.
So this is quite interesting then, because actually your career now, you're sort of reliving all those things that you wanted to do as a child, because this is with the Million Dollar Quartet, which is the tour. This follows all that genre of music, Elvis, all those sorts of things that as a kid you were really into.
Oh, listen, that was my inspiration when I was a kid. I remember sitting around the Christmas dinner table and the television was on and Elvis Presley was on with Jailhouse Rock. On that movie was on, and I was sitting there, and by the end of the lunch, I had my collars turned up, and I was speaking with a southern drawl.
Oh, if only we all had camera phones back there, we'd be like, and here it is.
But that was the beginning of my fascination. And there's a record out there. There's a recording of it that you can listen to, and it's the most amazing thing. And this play is based on that one night.
And you are playing Sam Phillips.
Sam Phillips.
And you're taking...
Owner of the studio.
Yeah, and what
I was gutted when they said to me, do you want to be in Million Dollar Quartet? I thought, yeah, Elvis.
Finally, you're going to get your chance. I've got the draw.
No, they said Sam Phillips. Oh, all right then.
But within the musical, if you've got all of those artists, have we got all the songs that we want to be in there as well?
Yeah, all of the best songs that, you know, Walk the Line, there's Hound Dog, everything that you can imagine from that era.
Must be great.
And are the audience allowed to get up on their feet and have a bit of
But I went to see it the other night because Jason Donovan's with it at the moment on tour. And I went to see it, and by the end of the second half, everybody's up and they're all dancing, and it's just such a great atmosphere. It's so good. I'm really looking forward to it. You know, it's just a thrill. Like I said, you know, I've always been a big Elvis fan, big fan of that time period of music. And it's just nice to be able to play those moments out with the boys, making out their Elvis, making out their Johnny Cash, and be right in the middle of it is a thrill.
Well, we'll put all the details of when that is on our website, so if anybody wants to go, they can look there. The other thing that you're doing is you're entering the realm of being a judge.
Talent show judge,
and what a talent show this is going to be, because you're looking for Take That.
Well, it's not so much Take That. We're looking for a boy band that will be in a musical using the Take That music. So it will be a boy band within that play.
So is it autobiographical of Gary and the boys coming together? Because Gary's behind it, of course. Is it autobiographical of...
No.
No, it's
they're trying to find a boy band that will play the parts of a boy band, not Take That, but using the Take That music.
Oh, I see.
So it's a great idea. It's a fantastic story, and we're looking for the boy band, and it's going to be... it's amazing. It's called Let It Shine. It's going to be on every Saturday night on the BBC. And
but you're looking, so you're not just looking for musicians, and you're not just looking for actors or dancers. You want the triple threat. You've got to get the whole thing.
Yeah. You're looking for the whole thing. But what you're really looking for, I think, is charisma. You know, and I've been in this business now since 45, 46 years or something. I've been working on television, and it's just great to be able to give that knowledge to young kids that are starting out, and to maybe give them a lift. And, you know, because I'm not there to have a go at them and tell them how bad they are. I just want to give them a helping hand.
So is that the kind of judge? Because that's what I was going to ask you. So, you know, you've got the Simon Cowells and everybody sort of has their role. So what type of judge are you then?
I'm the teacher.
OK.
You're a teacher.
Oh, I don't think we've had a teacher.
OK, no, has there
before.
been anyone
I'm the teacher. No,
Nicole
I kind of
Scherzinger,
like,
but he's sort
I
of
just
like
kind of like
constructive and more...
Yeah, constructive. Give them that knowledge that sometimes they lack when they're starting off. You know, I was a young kid at drama school once, and I remember all those things that you need, all those different skills you need. And it's nice to be able to give that kind of 45, 46 years of knowledge to somebody else.
Who's been the harshest judge so far, Mark? Because you've started the auditions. Who's been throwing out the... Who do you think is the hardest to impress?
Gary Barlow.
Is it
Well,
Gary?
I was scared because this
Gary
is quite
Barlow.
personal for him, really, isn't it? It's his music.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. But Gary Barlow is the nicest man.
Amazing.
Absolute nicest man off screen.
So he's quite tough on them, isn't he?
Yeah, he's good.